Oh my goodness. I hope I can see your comments soon. Hi, everyone. Welcome to this live signing where you're going to watch me sign shit. I'm going to sign book plates for my new book, Idiots, personalized signed copies. Some of these signed copies, I'm going to do some drawings. Okay. And one would think, oh, she must be a good drawer. No, I'm not. But that's going to make it even funnier. So you're going to go, oh, look, Laura signed a copy of my book. And oh, is that a dog or a zebra? Or kind of looks like my ex-boyfriend. I don't know what she drew there, but I'm into it. Maybe I should draw some boobs. Maybe I'll draw some boobs. Hi, everyone. I am so excited to be on this live with y'all. I wonder how I can see your comments. Because I do not see your comments. But we're just going to go ahead and sign these books, and hopefully your questions will come on in. So let's go ahead and get started signing. And I guess I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my book. So this is my second book, which is so insane to say out loud that I have 2 books. Like my teachers from high school are laughing. They're going, what? She has 2 books? Anyway, I was so shocked. Oh my gosh, there's Steven. Look, he can't get in. He's locked. He's locked out. I just saw him walking through the yard. I'm not going to let him in either. But anyway, I was so shocked at how many people resonated with my first book. So of course, Simon & Schuster said, hey, let's do another book. And I said, well, what else do I have to say? I've already written a memoir. I'm 35. And then I was like, oh yeah, I had 2 babies, and there were a lot of stories that I wasn't yet ready to tell in my first book that I decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead. Hey, Steven! And tell him in this book. So let me tell you something. Everyone who's read it so far is saying it's a total page turner. I'm rigorously honest in it. Talk about everything from my marriage, to my birth stories, to the stories from my drug-fueled past. There's a lot of stuff. Who's this? Hi. This is our live signing.
Hi.
We're doing a live signing. And apparently there's questions that they sent you the link, because I don't see any questions here.
Oh, yeah.
But I bet you any money there's questions. So I am signing 1,000 book plates that are going to go right in this. And I told them I'm going to do some special drawings.
Oh no.
So wait,
I remember,
you see comments?
When you were younger, first starting out, says Liv from Utah.
Okay. Liv from Utah. What up?
Did you ever think you'd become a hilarious sensation with millions of followers? Can you share with us a little about your journey?
Yeah, so Liv.
Can you share a bit about your journey?
I absolutely can.
Thank you.
I absolutely can, Steven. Should we act like those newscasters who like secretly hate each other? I absolutely can, Steven.
Thank you.
Okay, now I have to answer the question. So I get to answer the question. So Liv, it's Liv, right?
Liv.
So
Liv
Liv
from Utah.
Yeah. So Liv, I always wanted to make people laugh. I believe I was born with a funny bone, and I always say it's my only skill set, and I believe that. So it was the only thing I was good at, and it was the only thing I wanted to do, to the point where when I was 11, I wrote a letter to SNL like, "Dear SNL, I'm gonna make your show so funny. Just give me a chance. Sincerely, Laura."
Surprisingly, you didn't get a response.
Surprisingly, Lauren Michaels didn't take 5 goddamn minutes out of his day.
Do you want to know how Alfie did with his grandpa at Alfie went with his grandpa to play therapy today, and it was so funny.
Was occupational therapy.
Yeah, it is occupational therapy, but occupational therapy sounds like he's training to have a job, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's basically
he is. He's training to be an accountant.
And I remembered on my way there what he did when your mum went with him. He threw a meltdown, remember?
It was a different time.
Exactly. But this time, so he gave my dad got his first swat, but it was very light. It was like this. It was like this. It was like, and then he looked at him and he sort of thought better about it, and then he was like, He was like
Oh.
throughout the whole session.
So I'll tell you, when Alfie, because I'm the main one that gets swatted at, and they're light swats.
I get swatted sometimes.
I get swatted the most recently,
Right,
though. For
that's
some, I get the most cuddles, but I also get the most swats.
Yeah, it's true.
It's abusive, honestly.
It's so light.
No, they're very light. But anyway, I used to take his hand and go, gentle hands, gentle hands.
Yeah, no.
And then he would go, gentle hands, like that. And then now, when he goes to swat me, I go, Hwah!
And then he goes, gentle.
And then he goes, gentle hands. He can't believe that it's self-defense. I'm not swatting back. I'm just, Hwah! I'm just blocking myself from the swat. And then he goes, gentle hands. It's like, yeah, gentle hands.
That's why he started saying it.
But anyway, speaking of Alfie, when I was halfway through the book, he was diagnosed with autism, and it was a whole
terrifying.
wild journey. And I write about it. It's very raw because as I was writing the book, the regression was happening, and it was a lot. So I go into detail about that. So if any other parents are in the same boat, please read the book, because it will. It's an actually uplifting story
I wish
around
I'd
it.
known then
Yes.
what I know now.
Yes, that.
Because you don't have to worry about it so much.
There's
Like
a lot
he's
of-
basically doing it.
yeah. There's a lot of fear around it, and unnecessary fear. But okay, let's keep going with these comments, because that's why they're here, to get their questions
What's the
answered.
creative process like for creating and sorry, I'm going to start that again. I've had too much
God.
burrito.
Oh, no.
Now, Mackenzie from Michigan says, what's your creative process like for creating videos and comedy sketches? What is it like?
It's basically, you know, like, I'm not trying, but you should never be a host.
Yes, I should.
Like, you as a host of a
should be a
show
show
would be
host.
so uncomfortable.
You don't know.
I
I think I'm
do.
really good at
I
it.
literally know right now it's happening.
I'm good at it. People are probably shocked how good
Honestly,
I am.
babe,
They're probably like, wow, he's a natural.
you're a brilliant musician.
Okay.
Okay. And we'll leave it at that.
What's your creative process like for creating videos and comedy sketches?
So really it's, Stephen actually taught me this lesson very early on in our relationship, because when we first met over 10 years ago, I was a broke, barely employed actress, and I was kind of sitting there waiting for someone to discover me and put me on the show Friends. And Stephen was like, you have to do it yourself. No one's going to do it for you, and you have to create even when you don't feel like it. That whole thing about create when you feel inspired is bullshit. Laura, I get up and write my music even when I don't feel like it, and that really hit me. And it was like, oh, so I don't have to wait for inspiration to strike. You have to create it. You have to make it. You have to create that habit. So that's what I did. And so I created that habit of just coming up with ideas, really just walking through my day and going, oh, this is kind of a funny, that was a funny moment. Let me make it into something. Also, it was trusting my voice. Trusting that if I think I have a funny idea, don't second guess it. Because normally what would happen is I would have a funny idea, and then my monkey mind would go, that's stupid. You should probably kill yourself. So don't do that. Don't listen to that voice. Trust that and honor that. So that's what I did. And I didn't overthink it. Just, you're literally, here's an example. Stephen and I are having dinner one time, and I take a big bite of my rice, and Stephen asks me a question. And he asks me a question right as I take the big bite of rice. And so it's like, I thought that's a funny 10-second sketch. Is just when you're at dinner and someone asks you a question and they take a bite. So Stephen, what do you think about that? And then, so it says,
I'm literally eating rice.
and you have to feel the need to. So then we put like some dumb, we put like, and then I answered the question, and then of course I then asked him a question right as he takes a bite, and once again it's.
Well, that
And
leads
the
me
simple as
on
that.
to the next question rather nicely.
Okay.
Chad from Boise, Idaho says, what's one of your most favourite comedy sketches?
Oh.
upset my lunch, or don't ask me questions.
Most favorite comedy sketch. God, there's been so many. That's a really tough one.
Isn't it?
I don't know that I could answer that. I would say, I
It's
don't.
funny looking back on the old ones when we did the react to the old videos.
I love the character stuff. I love the Pamela stuff. I love the relatable stuff. The pregnancy and parenting stuff. I love the Helen flirt video. Like, I don't think I could answer that. You know which one I love is a sketch where Steven's writing music and he has a singer that he's recording with, and I come in jealous of this girl and try and like sing even though I can't sing, and basically don't want him recording with this girl. It's like the jealous wife sketch. I love it because there's a lot of physical comedy in there,
really good one.
And it reminds me of like Ricky and Lucy type vibes, which I really liked.
And we had this.
But there's so many.
I love that we had that mad instrument made.
Yeah. What's another question? So many signed books, y'all.
How did you and your husband meet? Can you share a bit of your love story with us? Says Christina from Canada.
So Christina, that is actually in my first book, which sounds like you haven't read my first book. Sounds like that's what I heard when you asked that.
No.
What the hell have you been doing with your life? We met at a party. I was 59 days sober. My sister forced me to go. I didn't want to go. And my sister is an Anglophile. She only hangs out with English people to the point where she acquired a British accent, even though we're from Chicago. And she'd be like, "Do you want to get some tea?" And I'm like, "You're from Chicago."
She still has a bit of an English accent occasionally.
So she asked me to go to this party full of her Brit friends, and I begrudgingly agreed. I walk into the party, and I'm looking, and then I see this handsome man across.
Who is that?
Well, this other guy. And then I saw you. And I remember I saw him, and he was in this beautiful suit. And I remember I really liked his smile. So I thought, this is my chance. I'm going to go up. So I went up to him, and he was holding a bottle of water. And I literally said, the very first thing I said to Steven, I was like, "Hey, where'd you get your water?" And then Steve was like, "Pardon?" And I was like, "No, yeah, I love water so much because it's important to stay hydrated." And he was like, "Obviously you don't love water, or you would have brought some yourself." And I was like, "Are you accusing me of not liking water?" Because I do like it. He's like, "If you liked it that much, you would have brought some." And I was like, "Whatever, I'm gonna go find some water."
Stand by that.
And then I go get the water, find the water. Everyone's getting progressively drunker and higher. I'm newly sober. I don't want to be around it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm out of here. And as I walk out, I see the water guy. And I was like, oh, I guess I'll say goodbye to the water guy. So I went up and I was like, "Hey, I'm leaving." And he's like, "Why are you leaving?" And I said, "Well, because I'm the only sober person here." And he goes, "I'm sober." And I go, "Sober? And he said, "Sober." Because I'm driving home tonight sober, so I can't drink. And if I have one drink, I'm going to spiral out and end up in an insane asylum drink sober. So and then we connected, and it was like, "Oh my gosh." And Steven's like, "I'm new here. Where are some good AA meetings?" And I was like, "Oh, there's one tomorrow in West Hollywood." And he was like, "Yeah, I'll meet you there." And we had a 3-hour lunch after that, right?
We did. 3-hour
lunch, laughing, connecting.
Yeah, we did. And then she said, "I've got to go now because I've got to go and do it's a Sunday. I've got to go do my taxes. Do my taxes on a Sunday." I'm thinking, that's a lie. Then she proceeds to tell me that the guy she's doing the taxes with, his name is
Alan Taxar.
Alan Taxar.
Which is why I hired him. I was looking for cheap accountants, and then I came across a guy named Alan Taxar, and I was like,
Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, and I was like, obviously, he agreed to do my taxes for $100, and sorry, it was $150.
Oh my God, you got in so much trouble from Alan Taxar.
$150. He agreed to do my taxes. I went to his dingy ass apartment to do my taxes. Hold on. And his name was Alan Taxar. How could I not?
Where'd you get that recommendation?
Probably
from...
Craigslist.
Oh my god.
His name was Alan Taxar.
I thought it was a lie. I was thinking, there's no way she's going to do a taxi.
Dude,
Alan
literally, y'all,
Taxar.
everyone look up Alan Taxar right now. He's real.
What's your favourite thing to do with the family? Says Lily from Wisconsin.
I love to go swimming with them.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is so much fun. We've been just recently going swimming.
And don't tell them that.
I'm not going to. It's been so much fun. It's just so cute. Poppy loves the water. She's splash, splash, splash. And then Alfie's trying to help her swim. So Alfie's taking her arms and going splash, splash, splash. And then kick, kick, kick. He's taking her legs.
But he does it a little bit too hard.
Poppy's like,
she doesn't look. I mean, I wouldn't be overly happy with someone smashing my legs like that.
but he's really trying.
He's very gentle.
He's trying to teach her to swim.
Oh, it's sweet.
It's really sweet.
Okay.
Y'all.
What's your favourite thing of swimming? Although we haven't done much of it recently.
So I'm going to draw a picture. This one lucky person's getting a self-portrait right now.
Biggest lesson and hardest, biggest blessing. This is why I should be an interviewer, because I'm so good. Biggest blessing and hardest lesson of motherhood, says Jackie Ray from Texas.
I just want to show you that some people are getting self-portraits. Okay.
Wait, I remember what you wrote in Idiot.
I'm drawing boobs in this one. Uneven boobs.
I wish I hadn't mentioned that again now.
You see this one? Uneven boobs. Right there. Just so you know. Okay, wait. Tell me this again.
Oh, someone said, wait, this is a good
I
one.
got
Someone
distracted.
said, please make a jewelry line with your favourite lines and quotes. Marilyn from Nashville.
Sorry, you read a question
Yeah, I did.
and then I
I did.
completely got distracted.
What's the biggest blessing and the hardest lesson of motherhood, from Jackie Ray in Texas?
Ooh. Well, the biggest blessing I would say is, and it sounds so cliche, but just the indescribable love that you have it's so stupid. It's just, right?
Yeah.
You love them so much, and just they'll do the littlest thing, and it just makes all your heart and your whole body go tinkle, tinkle, tinkle.
I heard a
tinkle,
great
tinkle.
thing. Someone said having kids is like taking your heart from inside your body and putting it outside your body.
Yes.
Isn't that good?
It's so
It's exactly
true.
what it's like.
So the blessing is that indescribable love, and you'll just go to any length to just spend time with them and make them happy. I'm up till like 10 p.m. with Alfie reading a book after book because I can't find it in my heart to say no, it's bedtime. And also I feel like he's learning new words, but also he cuddles me. He sits into me and cuddles me and giggles and snuggles me.
He's stalling though.
I know, but it's the bonding is so amazing. And then Steven and I fight over who puts Poppy down.
Yeah, because when it's bedtime, Alfie's like, bye-bye, Daddy.
Yeah, bye-bye, Daddy.
Bye-bye,
He says
Daddy.
he wants Mommy, but I love to cuddle and
But
snuggle
if
with
you
Poppy
said
too.
Poppy and he's like, bye-bye, Daddy, what do I don't get to hang out with any of them.
And then I would say the biggest struggle, well, right now, the baby stage, I'm sorry, it's easy compared to the toddler stage.
I like the toddler stage better.
No, I'm just saying the baby stage is easier. Being a 1 year, not newborn. Newborn because they're up all the time, so you're not sleeping. But a 1 year old is such a age. They just they smile. Yeah. They're not combative. They're not wow. You know what I mean? I mean, toddlers are little terrorists.
Honestly,
yes, he is.
I have heard, because he goes to a thing called social skills group, and so the kids go off and do an hour together, and then the parents get an hour to talk. Oh my God, he's so good compared to those other kids that I hear the stories about. We should be grateful.
And I am grateful. I'm just saying, Poppy is so much easier. You know, toddlers are strong-willed. They're learning they can say no, and when they want something, they want it. And when you don't, and when you say that you can't have it, be prepared. Get your armor up. Shit's about to go down.
What?
Wow. That there's not one person out there that doesn't have some mess in their lives, and that we are really not alone, and that we're all more or less living the same experience. I feel like at the end of the day, we all want the same thing, right? We want to live the fullest expression of who we are, and we want to be happy, or at the least, we want to be content. And so we're all after that same thing. So I think that I just want people to feel less alone. That is the main thing I want them to take away from the book.
That's good.
Yeah.
We're
all one.
Okay, I was going to say something. Hold on.
Like, I was blown away that the first review was from a dad, because I thought for sure it's all women. I mean, talk in depth about vaginas, and I just didn't know. I thought this is going to resonate with women, but he was like, I resonated as a dad. He really did.
Yeah.
You know who still hasn't read the book?
I haven't, because
this bozo. Pick up the damn book. All I do is impersonate my mother now.
I'm scared that there's going to be stuff in there that I don't want to hear.
Well, you already read the marriage chapter.
I did, and that was hard enough. I don't want to see any more of it. No, I will read it eventually.
Oh
my
God!
The right frame of mind.
Eventually.
The stuff is hard to read. There's stuff in these books that's hard to read, especially as the husband.
Okay.
What is no?
This bozo.
What inspired the title of your books?
Truly, it's as simple as my first book was Idiot, so I thought, what a perfect sequel.
I think he's asking what inspired.
Oh,
the first
sorry. Oh, sorry. Well, look, I think that it's a really catchy, fun word, idiot. And I'm also a self-proclaimed idiot. And I also grew up with a mother who every day would say, I'm an idiot about one thing or another. And
did she? I didn't know that.
Oh my gosh, she's always calling herself an idiot.
Really?
In a self-deprecating, I'm such an idiot, But
she does say that.
Yes, but not in a harsh way, in a self-deprecating, humorous way. And so then I ended up saying that. And if you read my first book, you'll see I was dangerously impulsive and made some very idiotic decisions. So I thought it was really punchy, catchy, self-deprecating, kind of shocking title. I don't know, I just loved it. And I'm a self-proclaimed idiot. So, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that being a self-proclaimed idiot comes with a lot of perks. Okay, people expect nothing from you. Okay, they don't expect a lot from you. Set the bar low, people.
I like that you drew a pair of boobs and then you put an arrow to the boobs, saying boobs, like
correct.
You wouldn't
That's
know
correct.
What they were.
Well, I didn't want them to think they were.
What? What else would that be?
2 socks with little bows on the end.
2 socks with bows on the end.
Yeah, 2 socks with bows on the end. And now I'm gonna draw a vagina, just because you said that.
How do you draw a vagina?
I'm doing it right now. Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
What? Oh, that's too much. I was going to be like, how do you draw a vagina? And then now I see. No.
That's fucked up. That's literally.
No.
I'm so sorry to whoever gets that. I apologize in advance if you got that. Actually, very abstract.
It's not that abstract.
Look at the tiny head and the massive vagina.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's not abstract enough, if you ask me.
Okay, who's next?
There's no more questioning on this.
Are you kidding me?
We've done more, I think.
No way. I don't believe it. Okay, fine.
I think it's stuck. It's stuck because they haven't moved. So.
Oh, it's stuck.
It's
so
stuck.
then,
Here's one. In your darkest moment, how did you rise above it? Jennifer from Texas. They're stuck. The questions are stuck.
I'll actually tell you this.
God damn it.
So here's what I did. Okay. I was going through a really difficult time, which I dive into in my book. And I felt like my life was just, unraveling. Is that the word?
Yeah. Looking for more questions. Trying to get it unstuck.
And I was just so distraught and I didn't know what to do. So I bought the audiobook called A Return to Love.
Oh, and why did you do that?
I know you introduced me to it, yes. But you were also why I bought it. So
So it balances out.
There you go. So I just listened to that every single night. And I swear to God, it saved me. So if you're having trouble with, practicing forgiveness and just another book that was very helpful was The Power of Now is very helpful to that. But I was you did not.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
But anyway, it talks about we only have two, and I talk about this actually a lot in my book, and I shout out Marianne Williamson in it because I talk a lot about removing fear and replacing it with love, and that you can either be, there's two emotions. States. There's two states that you can be in. Love or fear, that's it. So like ask yourself right now, are you in a state of love or fear? And if you're in a state of fear, how can you shift your perception from fear to love? What is that going to take? Is it just a conscious decision? Is there something you need to do to get there? So instead of asking yourself that throughout the day, am I in fear or am I in love? And if I'm in love, can we remove this fear and replace it with love? And let me act from a place of love.
Shelley?
Shelley?
What's your favorite chapter in the book?
God, that is so tough. I love a good, dramatic, colorful story. So, and the marriage chapter is full of those. So I think it's very exciting and keeps you on the edge of your seat, that chapter. Also, there's a chapter called Me Too, though, aka the stories I was too scared to tell. That's also a great chapter, just because I'm a sucker for a good, dramatic, colorful story, and I feel like those two chapters have a lot of them. That being said, I love a good birth story, and both the birth stories are wild and really fun. So I would say those three chapters.
Did you write Poppy's?
But Alfie's.
Alfie's was
Stephen.
Oh yes.
Hello, and they don't know this yet.
Oh my God.
There's so much you don't know about.
That. Yes.
Oh, did I tell them about that?
But Poppy's was mental.
But Alfie's was out of control.
Yeah, Alfie's was out of control. But Alfie's was out of control before the birth.
Yeah.
And Poppy's was out of control. The actual birth was the most insane thing.
Yes.
Ever.
Yes.
Did you tell them? Did you go into detail?
Oh, absolutely! I went into detail.
Could you remember?
You know what I think would be really fun? If you just flip to a random page and write a paragraph.
Let's not be about ex-boyfriends.
Let's have Stephen flip to a random page, and then read a paragraph, and then we'll talk about it. Go.
People were having their coffee and acting like it was just another day. But for me, the world was spinning. I felt my feet were barely touching the ground. The voices and colours blurred together. I tried to zero in on faces to find the face. Then I called absolutely no way's phone, intensely scouring the room looking for the home wrecker to pick up a call. Why'd you make me do that?
Well, if that doesn't make you want to buy this book immediately, I don't know what will.
Thanks.
Like I said,
thanks a lot.
Lots of colorful stories. How funny that you picked that story. Okay, let's pick another page.
As fast as I could, I ran along the hallway, running down the winding stairs to the Bentley. See, this is another one, right?
No, read that.
I was terrified, out of breath, but I asked the driver to please take me home now as fast as possible. But he didn't even look fazed. You're thinking there can't possibly be more unwanted dick stories, right? But that would be ridiculous. My trauma puns are therapeutic. And you're wrong. There's more unasked for dicks. I mean, why? See, this is why I don't want to read the book. See? Look, why didn't you read the book? Oh, pick two random place things. They're both awful.
Pick another page.
No!
Should I draw a dick?
Yes. Just do something else.
Okay.
Well, that's even more upsetting than what just happened, because that.
Oh no.
Why are the genitalia so massive compared to the people and all this?
It's my style. It's my unique style.
Please don't let Alfie and Poppy see any of these drawings.
What do you mean? It's just the natural human anatomy.
Not that. That's not natural. That's unnatural. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't a natural epidural in any way, but it did help me bring my pain from 7,000 to 6,999. I actually felt safe in the little, oh, here we go, in the bathroom shower. I was able to relax a little bit. If by relax you mean nearly passing out and I'm unable to respond to anyone, no matter how much I tried. Curled over on the hospital shower floor in complete anguish. Jeez, that was crazy.
So I'm talking about the natural epidural. I'm talking about is the bathroom shower at the hospital. The doula was like, it's like a natural epidural, and it wasn't, but it did help alleviate some of the pain. And then I went into transition, and the craziest thing happened.
That doula got so much backlash online. It was
I know.
Insane for everything she was telling us.
Look, I told her I'm going to be documenting this. She was like, great. And then I documented it. And then she was upset. But it's like, look, I was very upfront that I was documenting this experience. She told me to take castor oil and deliver my baby in a river of shit. She literally suggested that. And so I posted that because I didn't end up taking the castor oil. It turns out castor oil is extremely dangerous. But she had said you should just take some castor oil and shit out your baby.
She said that like multiple times as well. It wasn't just once.
Literally.
And that was not the only thing.
And my doctor was like, stay away from castor oil. So I'm getting these conflicting, obviously I listened to the doctor, but
thank goodness.
It was just wild. Oh my gosh. So I just did a podcast on Motherly, and I was talking to the mom on there, and she was saying her third baby and fourth baby, her third baby was a 2-hour labor, and her fourth baby was like an hour labor, and that made me want to have another baby.
Why does it always go down?
I know, right? That. I don't know. Like, it's like we paved the way. Right. It's just your body's used to it, but that made me want to have another baby. I thought now was the chance to tell you this.
I mean, I don't hate the idea. I was very pleased that Alfie's child development lady today said that he done really well. She never says anything positive, so that made me think, oh man, maybe it's going to be okay. I don't know.
I want to have another one of these.
Oh.
That's a baby. See, I drew a baby. Put a diaper on him. But I don't, because it's not sensible. You know, you go through phases, right? What about you? What do you want?
I go through phases also.
I know. Yeah. So what else, y'all? What else?
You can't see comments.
No, I can't see comments.
Wait, but is it on Facebook? I can go to Facebook
go to
and see the live comments.
I can't believe that.
Yes.
So it's also on Facebook
wait,
too.
there you go.
No way.
Yes.
Are you out of your mind?
Spinning wheel of death.
No.
Spinning wheel of death.
So guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh! Look at all these comments.
Okay. How do I get a signed copy? Says Dana.
So you get a signed copy by going to. There should be a link. Do they not? Do they?
PremierCollectibles.com.
Yeah.
/idiots.
PremierCollectibles.com/idiots. Okay, PremierCollectibles.com/idiots. That's where you can get your signed copy.
Woohoo! Everyone's saying, how do I get everyone's saying that. That's the big thing.
They all want a signed copy.
Yeah, they all want a signed copy.
So is there no link there on Facebook?
Oh, yeah, it says, well, it's on the actual video. Hello, Stephen Hilton. Question for you. How does it feel to have Laura write a book about your lives? Actually, I feel pretty good about it, although I don't like to read it until like a few months after it comes out. But it's good. I think it's good. It certainly seems to help a lot of people, so that's a good thing.
And I want to preface that I told him to read everything there was about him and to get his okay, because if Stephen wasn't okay with divulging any of our personal information, obviously I would respect that. So I just want to put it out there that you were a willing participant in this.
Look, thanks for me in the Facebook Live. That's nice. Stephen, we love you and for supporting Laura the way you do. Look at that.
I mean,
look at that. Oh, look at that.
You know, Stephen's going to screenshot those comments
Yes,
and he's going to print them out and put them on the refrigerator and like next to my bed.
Yes, I am.
I feel like you've actually
I
done
did
that.
do that in our house, the last house. I did that.
I'll never hear the end of it.
Your first book was my favourite read in a long time. And she doesn't have the new one yet. So get the new one. I must get art on my copy, says Ruth Ann Rich. Oh yeah, you don't want this art. I've just seen the art and trust me, you don't want this one art.
What should I draw on this one?
I love the purple ends, says Maze. Oh, that's your hair.
Thank you.
I started listening to an Audible today and I absolutely love it, says Megan Lambombard.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Was there anything you felt nervous about putting in the book and second guessed it? Says Julianne. That's a good question.
Pretty much every chapter. No, some were easier than others to write about. But yes, there's actually an entire chapter devoted to stories that I was too scared or not ready to tell in my first book. So I wanted to make sure that this book, I was rigorously honest, because I believe personally that we're as sick as our secrets. And for me, because I have a public platform, I felt this responsibility to talk about my life in the most real, rigorously honest way possible, because I think it's healing and it helps destigmatize whatever issues we're going through, whether it's addiction, postpartum depression, the guilt we feel and the shame we feel around being an unperfect mother, our relationships, sex, you know, all of these like taboo subjects that we kind of just don't talk about. I wanted to write about them.
There's loads of great questions here on Facebook.
Great.
So we should have gone to Facebook.
I know.
Oh my God, they're flying in.
Tell me.
Question. Hey Laura, tips on the process you guys went through for early intervention, says Danny Slade.
Yes. So my main thing is trust your gut. We did not listen to what they said to us exactly. So
early intervention about autism, she means.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Trust your gut. Don't listen to all the fear-driven, even professionals that are going to tell you not nice things about your child, because they don't. They may have another motive. That being said, early intervention is key, but you know, for us specifically, they were like, oh, he needs 40 hours a week of this one therapy that we don't really vibe with. So we went a different route and it's worked brilliantly for us.
Yeah.
So even though we were made to feel like if you don't do this specific type of therapy this many hours, then, you know, you're doing a disservice to your son. Well, that couldn't be further from the truth.
I have to say, I did read that bit in the book because I picked up the book the other day and it happened to land on an Alfie chapter, and you've got a lot of good stuff in there about. Wow.
He was tearing up.
Yeah. In the process of listening to your book on Audible, says Liz, you made me laugh, cry, and spit my water out while at work. I love you guys. Thank you. You are amazing and have helped me so much.
Oh, thank you.
Stephen is the best, says Jennifer.
That's going on my nightstand, just so you know, Jennifer.
The last book is amazing. Listen to it on overnights, working overtime. It was amazing. It's extremely relatable in many different ways, so thank you. Well, the new one's even better. I think the new one is, well, I've only read a couple of chapters, but I actually do think the chapters I've read were more powerful. Yeah. Definitely. More powerful. Yeah. I didn't cry in the last one.
Yeah. This one, I hope you'll laugh out loud throughout and have a good couple of ugly cries, too.
I'm so excited to read the audiobook tonight, and someone responded to Ruth saying, it's wonderful. I love that it's her reading it.
Yes.
Reading it right now.
Love
Why
it.
did you go with a doula for the second time? after what happened the first time?
So, so the first time was
Crazy.
Hold on. That was a midwife.
Oh, yeah.
So that's different. The midwife takes the place of the OBGYN. If you're planning on doing like a home birth, which is what I was planning on with Alfie. The second time around, it was always planned to do hospital unmedicated, was it not?
Yeah.
With a doula.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I midwife and doula are different. So I had a doula with both. Although you don't really hear about our doula with our first birth because she was just like in the corner of the room playing Candy Crush.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. She was a trip as well. But at least she wasn't.
Yeah. At the second time, is different. So midwife, doula, different.
A lot of people saying they've got the audio book, but they're going to get this hard copy as well because you're signing them.
Wow. Love it. I hope you get the titties.
I hope I get the titties too. Why would you say that on a live stream?
Why would you say that?
I miss Help Helen Smash videos. They were so hilarious. Well, good news.
Yeah, good news. We did a deal with CBS Animation, and we're creating like a female family guy of Helen and her family. This barely working class family of dysfunctional women. And guess who's the neighbor? Stephen.
Wait, so Joni says, can someone from the chat explain to me how this works? What is she signing and how are those being sold? She's signing the book. And these
are book plates that go right inside your book. So you get a signed copy of the book.
Am I the only one fangirling? You guys are the best. Oh.
Hi!
Can't wait to read this. I bought it on Kindle.
Yay!
So glad I caught this. I got your book in the mail yesterday. Read it after putting the kids to bed, and I'm already halfway through.
Wow.
You're an amazing storyteller. As a mum, it's so hard to sit down and read a book, but I get so engrossed in your stories. I read the first book in one day. Loads of people read it. How can you? I know. Loads of people reading this in one day. How can you read a book in one day?
I know.
That's crazy.
It makes me think I need to start my third book like now.
Right.
Because they're binging it. It's like when you watch a Netflix series in 2 whole days, but you think about how long that took them to create that series and write it and shoot it.
Right, yeah.
And then it's just done. And they're like, okay, come on, give me more. Which, hey, I'm ready. I really want to write a children's book, but I also want to write a book for adults too. So there's no reason I can't do both.
How did you choose your baby's names? Says Lisa King.
Yeah, we just fell in love with the name Alfie. I can't remember. It was on some list of like British boys' names.
Was it?
Yeah.
Because we were going to do Charlie, and then we changed it.
Charlie, yep. And then, yes. And then we just saw Alfie, and we were like, oh my gosh, Alfie? That's the cutest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Mackenzie Lester says, I can't wait to read this book. My son was just diagnosed with autism, and when I saw your video about Alfie, it touched me in a way that I just can't explain. And I can't wait to read the book. Yeah, there is some really good stuff in there about that whole process. I mean, that's the only other chapter I read, and that is it's really good.
Yes, I hope you will read that. I was scouring the internet, looking high and low for encouraging stories around autism and parents and the child's journey through autism, because I did not like the fear mongering. Is that the right? Yeah. It was there's a lot of negativity around it, and it's not saying that there won't be challenges and that there hasn't been challenges, but I also think we should focus on the beauty of different brains. Autistic, ADHD, our son's autistic, Poppy is one.
She seems pretty typical though to me.
I promise you she's not going.
She aggressively points at things.
No,
she's hysterical. She's like,
we have no idea. She's a baby.
So one of the signs of autism is not pointing and not clapping. And all she does all day is...
No, but that's not true, because I said that once and someone was like, 2 of my kids on the spectrum pointed
really?
Yeah. So you can't...
The pediatrician told me that was the sign.
I know that, but after you've met one autistic person, you've met one autistic person.
Yeah, but that's what I was told.
No. I thought that too, but then this mom said that's not true. So I'm just saying she's one.
Yeah. Okay. I love seeing Alfie's progression as a teacher. He's doing so well, says Diana. I love him. I love watching your videos, says Carly. We'll be glad. I can't wait to see your book ordered, says Jennifer.
Yeah. Who has got a signed copy? Is it easy? Have you guys figured out the link? I hope it's accessible for you guys.
premiercollectibles.com/idiots.
Yep.
I need a good book for some mum time. Looks like I'll be ordering yours. Desperate to find something for some me time.
It's so important. Get in that bath, pop open the book.
Will we be getting books from the talk show? Oh, Talk Shop. Yeah, you did another signing. Those are coming out. People will be getting those.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I have two. Sorry, so sometimes they get a little. They go past too fast, and I can't barely read them.
You're doing great.
Have you ever thought about doing stand-up comedy? Says George Regan.
Yes, I have, and I did for a little bit. And then I discovered the internet, and I was like, hold on, I could go to an open mic with 10 people, or I could post to millions of people online and not have to put on pants. I think I know which one I'd rather do.
May said, this is a very insider OG comment, but it's funny. Did Helen get the spider out of her bed yet? Remember that?
Oh my gosh. OG.
The one where the little girl put a spider in her bed. That's an OG comment. That's great.
That's an OG reference.
They come with a COA as well. I got it. I got the signed copy. It comes with a COA. What's a COA?
Certificate of Authenticity.
Oh, so some people have got it already. I started the Audible version the day it came out. A lot of people here talking about Audible.
Really?
But a lot of them saying they're going to order this too.
Yay!
Stephen, you are doing a wonderful job. Thanks, Miranda. Little off topic, but our boys are the same age. Do you have any potty training tips?
No, because Alfie is not potty trained. But what I'm doing now is every night we sit on the potty. He won't go, but he sits on there.
Oh.
And he has special books that he can only read when he sits on the potty. The Elmo potty book, he's like, Elmo, please, Elmo, please.
Can I just say how polite he is, though? He says please and thank you all the time. I love that.
Please, Mama. Thank you, Mama. And then he goes,
yeah, then he slaps.
Yeah.
But they're small slaps.
Yeah.
Hi from London, Irene. Hi.
Hello from London.
Wait, someone just said, did you mention zero gravity in your new book?
No, but it's a lot in my old book. My old book.
I'm almost done reading it. I listened to the audiobook as well after. Wow.
Of the new book?
Yeah.
Really?
So she read it and then she get the audiobook after.
Wow. And what'd you prefer?
I'm listening to Idiots right now on audiobook and I absolutely love it.
Wow. So great.
I finished your book today and cried and laughed and felt so validated. I love you both. Both.
Oh.
So much.
Oh.
Where did you get your daily affirmations from, says Liz Longley?
Yeah, so several different people. Tony Robbins was a big influence for me. Although he's like, I don't call them affirmations. I call them incantations. It's very different. Because Tony Robbins sounds like Satan. But he's super inspiring.
He is.
And also Louise Hay, who I write a lot about in the book. She's a huge inspiration for me. She actually passed away recently in her 80s, but I think she was one of the most brilliant minds.
Alfie Marion says, Alfie speaks with an English accent.
Yes, he does.
He does.
He said, boo. He goes, Mummy, Daddy, boom. And he just like holds up a ball.
He does.
And then he goes, water, please, Mummy. He goes, water, please, mummy.
He does. I love it.
Water.
I wonder if that's going to go away when he goes to school. That's what everyone says.
And then your mom goes, he's a right Cockney.
Yes.
That's what your mom
Is that
says.
what she said?
Yeah. She goes, he's a right Cockney.
Stephen and Laura, I bought 3 copies.
No!
2 of my babies have autism.
Wow.
Whoa. You're both amazing. And have awesome kids. Congratulations on both books. I love you.
Thank you.
Just bought your book for my daughter-in-law, says Dorothy.
Oh, Dorothy, I hope she loves it.
I just ordered a signed copy. It was easy. 3 weeks wait to get it to Australia, though, but it was worth the wait.
Yay. Look at all these signed copies.
Whoa, that's a lot. How many signed copies have we got?
We have 1,000.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's good.
1,000. 1,000, y'all.
That's good. So that means that most people that want one can get one.
Yeah, that's right. I only have this many more to go. Maybe I'll do a different color.
Oh, someone just said something about the audio book and I forgot.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to read it out.
Oh my God.
But just read it.
Tell me.
No,
What
no,
is this?
because I don't want to give it away.
Tell me. Oh.
We don't want to give that away.
Yeah.
There's a big surprise in there.
What do they call it? A golden egg?
An Easter egg or something.
An Easter
Yeah,
egg?
there's a really.
Yeah.
I haven't even. Oh, now I have to get it.
Yes. Yeah, you do have to get it.
Yes. It is in the store at Target. I think it is, yeah, right?
I believe so. We
Yeah.
should go there
Um,
and buy $200 worth of stuff.
is Alfie in any mainstream preschool? We're thinking about that. We'll have to wait and see.
The first preschool we called about, they were like, we're not equipped to deal with kids on the
Yeah,
spectrum.
but then they called back and she said that was a mistake, or she would like look into it more. But we never called her back because you said we're not going there after that.
Well, because if they're not equipped, quote unquote, perhaps they're just not the right fit for us.
You should definitely do a cookbook, says April.
So yes, so my next books, I want to do a children's book. I shouldn't say I want, I'm going to do a children's book and a cookbook. Vegan food on a budget. I want to make cheap, easy, plant-based meals. And I know 95% of you are not vegan, and that's okay. Obviously, you know that. That's your choice, your life. But it doesn't hurt to have more plant-based meals.
Yeah, like
And
one
if
one
you
a
ever
week.
felt like having a plant-based meal, I could show you some cheap, easy plant-based meals.
Oh, May says, I have severe depression and watching you cry makes me cry in some weird way. It all makes me feel better. I started feeling like an empty shell of my former self, no emotions, no joy, but you were the light in my darkest night.
Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you get this one.
That better not be a room
It says,
call.
I love you.
Okay. Yeah, just a lot of people saying they're getting it.
Hi, beautiful.
Oh, wait. They're all flipping past so fast. I need your book, says Emily Marie. You should get it. Do a children's book about a kid with autism, says Natalie.
Yes.
Catherine Cook said, the spectrum drives me crazy as a therapist. So discriminating. I don't understand. Yes to a cookbook, says Danielle. I would buy it as a non-vegan. Well, that's kind of the idea, is that people, that vegan, how obsessed are our parents when we give them a vegan meal and they're like, oh my God, I wouldn't have imagined that this is.
Exactly. They can't believe it's vegan. I made them a spaghetti with red sauce last night with this Beyond Meat sausage, which is made of pea protein. And you might think it sounds gross, but it tastes so amazing and you don't feel sick or heavy after.
Oh
Can
my
you
God.
tell that's a butt?
Yes.
Okay. You can tell
Everyone now is talking about how great an idea this cookbook is. All of these comments are just saying,
Really?
you need to get it, you need to do it, you need to do it, you need to do it. So that seems to say that people really want that.
Okay. Absolutely.
Oh my God, they're all about the vegan cookbook. Every single comment is about how that's a great idea and you should do it. Every single one of these.
And I have to say, if you love to eat, being plant-based is amazing because you can eat so much.
Okay, every single comment here is about the cookbook. Every single one of them.
Wow.
This is crazy. I listened to your first book on audio and it was great. I'll do the same for the second one. Looking forward to it.
Yoo-hoo.
I want my book to come with something fun too. Yeah, some people are getting fun things.
See, that's cute.
Ah. How do you get a signed book? You go to Premier Collectible. There's a little sign at the bottom of the live, and it gives you the address, the link. So you go to that link, and it should be easy from there. Oh my God, this is crazy. This comment section is lit up by the vegan cookbook. It's crazy. This is crazy.
This one, she's lactating. You see the sprinkles of milk?
Oh yeah. This is all just about the vegan cookbook. This is crazy. So I'm not reading these out because these are... Well, thank you so much for all the great comments and encouragement there. But they're all pretty much they're similar. So I ordered your first book, and so I can have a hard copy, and it's coming tomorrow. With all this inflation, I think people will have to cook without meat more, says Tammy.
Yes. Absolutely. Well, it's good to know what my next book should be.
Can you read a comment from the website where you order the books from? I left a comment. I read all those. Okay, let me flip over.
You want to flip over?
Shall I flip over?
Sure.
I'll flip over and flip back.
We've got 3 minutes left, you guys. 3 minutes left. So get your questions in now. Let's go. We got this. This was fun.
Oh, there are some. Yeah, there's a lot of new ones. There's everyone says this to me. There's a little kid in a Thai commercial that looks like Alfie. Is it a cute boy, by the way? He has your eyes. No, it's not. We wouldn't put Alfie in a Thai commercial. Did you struggle with losing your identity in the role of motherhood? And if so, how did you overcome it and give yourself permission to do things for you and not just kids and family?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Rachel says that.
Yeah, Rachel, I think especially when both of the kids are newborns, you do lose your identity and you genuinely lose brain cells. You know, that mom brain comes from you actually losing brain cells. So I did not feel like myself. It was lovely, but I think once you start sleeping more, and also not being afraid to ask for help, whether it's from Stephen or my mom or, anyone you can draw on to help you. That whole thing about it, people are used to having a village is so true. We're not meant to be in isolation as mothers. It's actually not natural. This
is a great question to go out on from Facebook. Mm-hmm. I just need to find it. I say that. Oh yeah. How are you guys doing and what's next? Says Dana.
So oddly enough, I just had a meeting too about they want to make a show, I'm pitching a TV show. What's next? Literally right after this.
Oh my God, like now, almost.
What time is it?
2:32.
Yeah, so at 3 p.m. I have a pitch meeting with Amazon, and literally we're pitching a show called Idiot, and it's based off my 2 books. So that's happening, and that would be, I think, a really cool next step is to make a show based off of these books, like a dark comedy. So I'm going to go sell that show today. And you can all enjoy that show and get lost in that show.
We've got a new YouTube channel coming. It's very, very exciting and secret at the moment.
Oh, yes. Good. And make sure to follow me on YouTube if you haven't.
Yes, because then you'll see what we're about to do.
Yeah.
If you want to know what's next, YouTube's a great place to go. Because the next thing we're doing on our own is it's going to be on YouTube.
YouTube exclusive. Yeah.
I'm so excited about it.
Oh, yeah. I cannot wait.
I've got so many ideas about it.
Yeah. Y'all are gonna love it. This was so much fun, and I just love y'all. And thank you for writing in such nice things. And I just hope you love it. I hope you love it. I hope it this book entertains you, inspires you, makes you laugh till you piss all over your own couch, and you have to get a professional couch cleaning because there was just so much pee. There was just so much pee just soaking up your cushions from how much you laughed. It's the pee.
Do you ever get like an uncontrollable urge to do something you know is really bad and you never do it?
All the time.
I've got an uncontrollable urge to moon now. Like it's so strong, the urge.
Like you just want to show.
I just think what a great way to go out.
Your literal tiniest ass I've ever seen in my like. Stephen has the ass of a baby doll.
Baby doll's ass.
I mean, it's so tiny and cute, but it is so tiny. It's like that big. Show it.
No. Well,
if you do it from that window. I feel like if you went outside and mooned by the rose bushes, if you mooned us by the rose bushes, it would be enough in a distance to where we wouldn't get banned.
No, you can't do that on there.
But if you mooned us in the distance by a rose bush, it could be like
I'm not going to do
that. Facebook people would be like, is that an ass or is that just like a thorn from
is
the
that
rose
a beautiful wild animal?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
I'm not going to get us.
Well, y'all, we love you. Please, if you haven't gotten your signed book, you can go to Premier Collectibles /idiots.
Yes.
And get your signed book. You might get a great drawing of Stephen's own ass.
Yeah.
And I just love y'all, and I hope you enjoy this book. Lots of blood, sweat, and tears, and titty milk, and mucus plugs went into it. So thank you, and have a wonderful day. And as always, for me, just think about 5 things you're grateful for right now, because it's really hard to be pissed off and grateful at the same time. So I always like to end my lives with that, because gratitude is the motherfrickin' key to motherfrickin' life. I know you're thinking about mooning, and you're not about to moon. I'm thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He's okay. And I got mooned. I just got mooned. You didn't see it. I had to see it. I had to see it. And on that note, we love you. Until next time. We should do this again. I think we should too.
Hey, this is John Acuff, New York Times best-selling author of 7 books and someone who's done a live signing. If you like the one you just watched, make sure you check out our YouTube channel. It's full of amazing authors having great conversations and signing books for viewers just like you. So make sure you subscribe, and thanks for watching today.